All right. Let's get it. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome back, family. Welcome back to Let's Speak It Out Loud, the podcast for copper-colored people with higher vibrations having insightful conversations. Welcome, Soul Tribe. Welcome back. I hope everyone has been doing very, very well. I hope you have been filled with light, love, prosperity, and abundance. And I hope your heart is feeling light. And if it's not, may I please be the vessel to touch your soul and uplift you today. Welcome back, family. Welcome back to Let's Speak It Out Loud. I am your host, Goddess Candace the Alicorn. And once again, it is my honor and humble pleasure to be with you again today. So what's going on, Soul Tribe? I hope everyone is doing well. You know, the very first thing, I want to give shout outs to every single person who is supporting this podcast, because without you, I would not be doing what I do. Yes, I would. Y'all know I'm bullshitting. But I definitely appreciate you guys. And if this is your first time, guys, sit back, relax. And if you like it, let's roll with it and join the Soul Tribe. And if you don't, that's what they make a remote for. Change the channel. Because I'm definitely an acquired taste. And I give truth, love, and life to people. I try to uplift your breath. So I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank each and every person who has donated to this podcast, guys. And if you would like to donate to this podcast, all the information will be in the bottom, as well as my contact information if you'd like to be a sponsor of this podcast, or if you'd like to be a guest on this podcast, or maybe even a co-host, depending on what you're talking about. We could do some things together. I'm all about unity and uplifting, but I ain't for no shenanigans and no fracking bull. As y'all can see, I'm in good spirits today. I'm tripping. I'm loving myself. I'm loving life. I am allowing the journey to be just as rewarding as the destination. So, you know. And then we had that full moon last night. We're going to talk about some things, y'all. And we're going to be about some things, Soul Tribe. So, I want you all to just sit back, relax, and just let's have a good time together like we always do. So once again, I want to give a shout out to all of the Soul Tribe listeners all over the world. You guys are showing up and showing out. And like I said, we are about a sneeze away from 30,000 downloads. So wherever you listen to this podcast on, download every single episode. That lets me know that you picking up what I'm putting down and you digging it. Dig it? All right now. Well, family, I just want to tell you I've been doing good. I can't complain about anything. You know, last night we stayed up and watched that full moon. You know, I'm usually a night owl anyway, because like you know, this is the time I work. This is the time where my creative juices begin to flow. So we stayed up and watched that, what do they call it, a beaver blood moon and total full lunar eclipse. Whoo! Some power behind that, y'all. It's some power behind that. And this is the last one we're going to have, I think, until 2025. So, it was intense. It was beautiful. I had my binoculars out there, looking and seeing. So today, y'all, I just want to talk about what we always talk about. Because you know I'm about uplifting. I'm about building our spirit. I'm about connecting with our higher self and being a better me. And if I can be a better me and be transparent with my journey, maybe I can assist you in becoming a better you. It's your choice. I just choose to be an example of my life. You know, not judging yours, I'm judging mine. And what I don't like and what I do like about my life. I'm changing and manifesting and growing. And I'm here to support you to do the same thing, Soul Tribe. So, today is November the 8th, y'all. And so about early this morning, they said it was going to be certain times, but here where I am in South Carolina, by 5:30 a.m., it was complete eclipse. And I watched everything turn red, you know, and it was beautiful because you have to understand that the moon, the sun, and the earth were all in alignment. So the moon, the sun, and the earth were all in alignment, and that's what cast that shadow to block it out. And when the rays bent around the earth, that made that redness go up there, that cherry looking. It was more so burgundy than it was like red. You know, it started out very, very big over the house and grayish. Then it got this little green cast around it, because I was watching it, you know, in my binoculars. I really want me a a telescope. You know, not a microscope. But I want one of those too, because I'm into so many different things. You never know what I might create to save the world. So, but it was really, really beautiful, beautiful event. So, if y'all don't know what that beaver blood moon was, like I say, it was special because it was a full moon and a lunar eclipse. You know, and the name, the beaver blood moon, it comes from the indigenous Aboriginal Americans. You know, we used to use it to track what's happening in nature and what's happening in the time through nature as the time spins. No clocks. You just watch nature. You know, it's symbolized and named for the first hard frost. And the beaver part of it comes from, due to the beavers, that's when they start building their winter dams by the light of the moon. So this is how it's got that name. So it's got many other names as well. They call it the frost moon to symbolize winter. You know, it just depends on what part of Turtle Island you were on. And your perception. You know, the sun and the moon, it was casting a visible shadow onto that full moon. So NASA was talking about it. You know, I'm always talking about NASA because I'm always trying to see what they're saying versus what's actually happening in nature. That's how you can sometimes tell that events are fake versus natural. You know what I mean? Processed versus natural. Man-made versus natural, you know, versus creator-made. So I definitely watch both sides of everything. I try to watch all sides of everything, you know. So in that early morning hours, that's when we saw it. So let's get a little deeper. And the reason I want to talk about this moon, y'all, is because since we are so connected to everything in the universe, we are so connected. And everything that's happening in the universe is inside of us. Like I told you before, Metatron's cube and that tetrahedron, every element in the universe is inside of my human body. So everything that you think that is so amazing that's happening in the universe, you and I can do it too. We just have to be tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. And it's a lot of components to that because we are killing ourselves with this food that we are eating. Even those of us who eat healthy. Hell, you got to be careful because remember, they had some... YouTube got every damn thing on there, and I sat there myself and watched this man make fake cabbage. Of course, it was in an Asian country. You know, he was making fake cabbage, and they're selling this fake-ass cabbage around the world. You know, it's a trip how we genetically modify things, and that has a lot to do with all of these diseases within our body, okay? We're going to talk about that just a little bit more down in this conversation. But I want y'all to understand, I'm reiterating this simply because we all are connected. So, and we're connected to everything in the universe, and everything in the universe is connected to us. We are one. So we know that the moon is a reflection. It's a reflection of our hearts and our emotions, okay? So while the sun represents power, how we enter the world and the core of our beings. So when the sun and the moon moves and it pulls in opposite directions, the tension opens up and our ability to be and feel more intensely than at any other time. So spiritually, y'all, this full moon being also that full eclipse, it signifies a collective soul karma and soul destiny. The soul karma, or the South Node, is where we learn our karmic lessons in life, okay? Karma has no deadline. I had to explain this to one of my children. He did something, and I told him, son, things happen a lot of times because of karma. Why are you wishing bad on my name? I'm not wishing bad on your name. I want you to understand that what you put out comes back. See, I have adult children as well, and you guys between the ages of, 16 and 30, y'all just know every goddamn thing. I mean, all kids think they know every goddamn thing when they get to a certain age. All of us can attest to that. But you haven't lived enough life experience. And I'm never going to lie to my children, so I was explaining to my son, sometimes you can unintentionally do things, or you can come here on this plane with a karmic debt from a past life or an agreement that you agreed to before you came to incarnate in this physical form of the Creator, which is you. This person. I'm Candace. Before I came as Candace, I could have signed a karmic something. But I'm well aware of my assignment, y'all. And the whole thing is, I want to help y'all become well aware of your assignments, too. I understand the assignment. Trust me. So, like I said, you have the soul karma, which is in your soul destiny. The soul karma is the south node. Like I say, it's where we learn our karmic lessons. And the soul destiny, or south node, is the north node. It's where we're becoming our higher self. So that north node and that soul destiny is where we become our higher self. Because that's the whole key to this whole thing, y'all. Tapping into self. And it's difficult, especially with these children today. I'm going to tell y'all my age, which I always do. I'm not ashamed of my age. I come from the first age of video games. I was the kid that played the first video games before all y'all know all these games and these cell phones and all this and that. We were the first kids with Atari and Pong. Y'all don't even know what Pong is. Some of y'all that play all these gamers, you would lose your damn mind with Pong. It had two little things. It was like a tennis court. Two little rectangulars that went up, and all they could do is go up and down. Peep, peep, and a ball in the middle. So when you ran over and hit that one, you jumped over there, and the other person had to hurry up and roll it up there and hit it. It was not a difficult game, but it was the beginning of today. Okay? So, you guys, all you know is technology. We didn't have cell phones growing up. We had a damn phone in the middle of the house where everybody can hear what you saying. Everybody. We didn't have online stalkers. We were being taught, don't take candy from strangers. Don't get into a stranger's car. The term stranger danger didn't happen until my kids were about a certain age. And my kids' age range are 29, 26, and 25. So, going into this moon, and this moon that's just happened, because we're still in it today. But the event happened early this morning. Well, what should we be aware of, y'all, and mindful? Because the effects of this moon, they're going to transpire over the next few weeks. And since the beaver moon settled at the fullest part in Taurus, when it was in its fullest part, it begins a very powerful and brings a very powerful and detrimental energy. The moon moves through several different signs throughout the month. However, a full moon occurs when the moon is in the opposite sign of the sun. For example, like now, when the sun is in Scorpio during Scorpio season, the full moon will be opposite in the sky. The opposite sign of Scorpio is, i.e., Taurus. These are often referred to as like sister signs. So this beaver moon that we just had, it's in the Taurus sign right now, today, November the 8th. And Taurus is known to be tough and grounded because it's an earth sign. I'm an earth sign, I'm a Virgo. But anybody know a Taurus, they're headstrong, they're really, really tough, but a lot of them are very, very down to earth. They're very, very grounded if they're in tune with their higher selves. But they come here, I believe most earth signs come here with an assurance of their groundedness. It's the world that makes you insecure and takes your surety away from you as we begin to go to schools and they dead in our minds. As being an earth sign, also, be it the Tauruses we know are stubborn as well. My mom and my father are Tauruses. So that energy, it'll rub off in this moon cycle. So take heed. speak on this full moon. You know, it has a faithful commitment and firm and determined power of the Taurus coming out of it. So use that power from this full moon. This moon should leave us feeling strengthened, though. Be aware, guys, once again, of that Taurus energy, because it could be powerful, but also very headstrong. So take heed not to get into arguments with people and just be so right. And take heed not to be in an argument with yourself and look down on yourself. Okay? Love yourself. Because, you know, as strong as the Taurus energy is, as strong as it is, as strong as we all are, remember this. Ice can be stronger than water, however. It can also be brittle, soul tribe, so be mindful. Be mindful of that. So what is this moon teaching us, y'all? What are we learning during this physical quantum event? We're learning to let go of drama. That's one of the things that this moon is for, to release. Let go of drama. Let go of pain. Let go of hurt. Let go of anger. Forgive. And it starts by forgiving yourself. Let go of drama, y'all. Let go of power plays, being overly materialistic within ourselves and in our environments, and leaning and learning, you know, towards appreciating basic values of life. The seeds you sow, y'all, you'll get that back. You'll get that fruit from the seeds you sow. So sowing positivity and truth and light and love and respect, that's what you're going to get back. You'll get it tenfold. But sowing dissension and jealousy and hate and disharmony and anger and backbiting and just foolishness, you're going to get all that back too, tenfold. And it may not happen instantly. It may not happen today. It may not happen tomorrow. But y'all remember my podcast that I did a while back? That Spirit is always watching. Why is Spirit always watching? Because the Most High Creator is looking through your eyes. Why? Because you are a personification of the Most High Creator. Each animal on this planet that has eyes to see, ears to hear, breath to breathe, is a camera for the universal creator. It's a camera. And even the way we treat animals. Listen, I went to the aquarium in Atlanta. I loved it. It was beautiful. Seeing all those animals there, this, that, and this, all the water creatures. But still, it ain't right, y'all. We got to let them go. We got to let them go. This is the time where we let things go. Things that we have not been doing that we know are wrong. But this system is capitalistic. And this system is all about colonialism, one person being better than another, which keeps you in a state of competition, and work. Enslavement of the mind. People say, well, slavery was over. Stop talking since slavery's over. Shit. Every time people go to work and clock in, y'all feel like you own a plantation. I know it. Been there, done that. You have to speak the truth unto yourself and tell yourself the realness. And that's what this moon is teaching us. To let go. Let go of your pain. Let go of your drama. Let go of your self-hatred. Let go of your self-loathing. And become one with your higher self. Okay? Become one with your higher self. I don't believe this, y'all. I know this. I know what you put out is going to come back to you. I don't believe it. I know it. I've seen it. I've experienced it. You know? Being calm, safe and secure within yourself, guys. Pleasure and comfort and creature comforts. Creature comforts are the things that we definitely have to get back to, like food. Food is high as shit. Clothing, housing, shelter. Our health. Our health. And we're not going to get any of this accomplished, y'all. Y'all might be thinking, well, I'm going to make all this money, this, that, and this. Our health. We have been so lied to about our health, guys. And all this manufactured food. Our body was not made to eat plastics and rubber and tape and shit like that. And genetically modified broccoli and corn and shit. Our body was not made for that. Our body was made for nutrients and minerals, just like the earth. Nutrients and minerals. So you take on a whole new elevated meaning with this moon. It's about setting and focusing on our intentions for what we truly want to achieve, what we truly desire. Remember and be mindful that this bare moon is also a lunar eclipse. I keep saying that. And it's going to be about 6 months, y'all, in time for manifestations of any intentions we set for ourselves during this ecliptic journey or this plane of existence of Earth's orbit around the sun. You have to understand, I speak to you guys on so many levels because of so many things that the universe has blessed me to be involved in. I came here knowing my higher self. I always felt different when I was born because I wasn't like anybody else in my family. The way I saw things, the way I thought about things. Like I said, this is going to be the last total eclipse until March 14th, 2025. I had to grab my notes, y'all. 2025, March 14th is going to be the next total eclipse. So I suggest that you get up and do your spiritual and internal higher self work. This effect is not, like I said, it's going to be going on for many weeks. But your intentions are going to start coming to you within the next 6 months. Set your intentions and be definite about your intentions and let go. Let go basically of everything that's around you that is not for your higher good. Every person, place, and thing. I'm talking to myself too. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm going to tell y'all to the end. I'm not sitting up in here like I'm perfect. This is my journey. And I'm just bringing y'all along for the ride, hoping that I touch you and uplift you and say something to say I'm not alone. Because you're not. You're not alone. Because you have yourself and your higher self. Your IG, your IGS, your internal guidance system, which is the Most High manifested. You are an expression of creation. Remember? I am created in the image of the Creator to learn how to create in the image of the Creator. I don't trip off of nobody's religion, nobody nothing, because I done studied so many. And I understand one fact about it all. Man can't control me and man's laws. Only the Creator can. And the Creator has made all the laws in nature. And I watch nature. I watch nature. When you think about who we are and why we are here, and the things that go on that give us fear in this world, a lot of things give us fear. But I'm going to tell y'all why we so scared. I'm going to get to that. In your environment, there's no need to fear what feels good naturally. Nor should we project ill feelings on the people who are indulging in pleasure, as long as they're not knowingly or causing intentional harm to other people. When you point your finger at people, y'all, remember this. You got 3 other fingers pointing back at you. The only person you can control or change is you. You have to understand, I'm talking about this moon because the elements, we are earth, wind, and fire, y'all. We earth, wind, and fire, the damn elements. Your vibration, your frequency, your energy. Y-O-U. Take the time, y'all, during this quantum field frequency to become a better you. It's your choice. Nobody can do it but you. You are in control of your destiny. You decide. You manifest. You bring heaven on this plane of earth. You don't have to die to go to heaven. You can bring heaven here. How do I know that? Because the Most High Creator gave us the ability to create in the image of the Creator. We are creators. Create the life that you want and stop waiting on someone else to give it to you. That's why if you keep waiting on someone else to give it to you, you'll never have it. Because ain't no army gonna come in and save you. Ain't no army gonna come in and pick you up. You either have to stand up and create and be. And being the greatness of the great I am. That I am. Or go get on the plantation and be filled with stress and mucus and tiredness and eating bad foods and just enough time for your break and your lunch. And then you get home so late. Or if you work in the graveyard shift, we are thrown all the way off and all off of nature's balance. And this moon, let me tell you, I was going to do this podcast a couple days before the moon to give everybody a heads up. Hey, Soul Tribe, you know the moon is coming. But I said, no, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I have to set my intentions. I got to wake up and pay attention. I can't always see. My problem is, and has always been, to detriment of myself. I've given all of myself away to people because I touch spirits and I touch souls and I couldn't say no. And people would call me uplifting to drain my energy because I uplift and I touch. And I'm grateful for the knowledge, wisdom, and power that emanates throughout my essence that makes people know that when they come to me, I'm going to give it to them real, straight from the universe. A lot of times when people come to me, I don't even know what I'm saying to them because it's not for me. I'm just a vessel to give it to them. It comes through me. A lot of times when I do this podcast, y'all, I'll get on a rant and rage and I don't know what I've said. And then when I listen back, I'm like, shit, girl, you was bad. Shit, you just uplifted me. I uplift myself, y'all, by listening to these podcasts because I am amazing. And that was the thing that I didn't know. I felt like I had to give all of me to other people. That was my self-worth, but I was draining myself. And when you don't know your self-worth and you feel like you're obligated to do for others before doing for yourself, see, that's the key. You have to save it some for yourself. You have to have a stockpile for yourself before you start giving away, or your cup, your tank will be empty. And mine was empty. That's why I speak it out loud on this microphone. Because in my creation and tapping into my higher self and now completely listening to my higher self, instead of listening to this world of illusion. Everyone can't be around me. Everybody can't be in my circle. And everybody cannot have access to me. Because there's users out there. Y'all know some of y'all listening now. Users. Mad as fuck at me right now. Why you listening to this podcast? Because you can't get to me. And if you do, I'm never going to treat you disrespectfully. And I'm never going to treat you rudely. But I gotta go. Hey, how you doing? How the family? Peace, love, light, blessings. Chong out. You understand? So understand you are in control of your destiny. You are in control of your thoughts. Thinking is the foundation of creativity or becoming a vessel of creation's activity. You understand? Thinking is the foundation of creativity or becoming vessels of the Creator's activity. You know, I heard a sister say that the other day. I have been meditating on some things for a good while because I'm releasing as well through this moon. Let me tell y'all something. So most of y'all who do know me know I haven't eaten any meat since 1994. Yes, and it is 2022. I haven't eaten any meat since 1994. And when I started in 1994, I started as a vegetarian. I did detoxes. You have to do detoxes to remove, just like this moon is a detoxing moon. And you're releasing everything that no longer serves you, all the trash and everything in your life. So when you detox, you release all the trash inside your body, inside your vessel, inside your vehicle, inside your intestinal tract, your liver, your lungs, your mind, your pineal gland, your kidneys, your throat, your essence, your being. You're releasing it all. And that's the key to living your best life, first of all. So I know some of y'all like, what? I can't give up no chicken. But I can promise you the chicken that I ate when I was a child, 1975, 1976, 1977, 1978, 1979, 1980, is not the same chicken that they selling in the stores in 2022. Okay? It's your destiny, y'all, to step to the goddess and goddom of the I am that is you. That's what this moon is all about, releasing. You gotta release bullshit so you can allow in your destiny. You pray for so many things and you want so many things, but we don't release it. I ain't letting shit go. That's what we say. Man, fuck that. I ain't letting shit go. Just because I don't talk to you don't mean I ain't mad at you. I forgive you because I forgive myself. I love you because I love myself. But it don't mean I got to be up under you. You understand? It doesn't mean that I have to be up under you. I need y'all, with your thoughts and your actions, use the forces of the universe that we are all connected to, i.e., sun, moon, stars, universe, animals, earth, everything. Use them. Use the forces of the universe that we're connected to. And you're connected to your higher self. And free your own damn self from the hell that you are in right now. You hear me? Use the forces of the universe that we are all connected to. Use them to connect to your higher self. And free your own damn self from the hell that you are in and that you are going to and going through daily. It's your choice. It's your choice. Either you're going to sit up and complain or do something about it. It's your choice. You know, the higher self is a part of every experience we have because it's the spiritual part of us. It's the real you. I'm going to keep telling y'all that. It's your God particle, as they would say in quantum physics. It's your God particle, since they're looking for the God particle in all this science. It's right here. They know it's in you. You need to know it's in you. It ain't somewhere up in damn space. It's your inside particle, attuned to the higher realms of existence. Your inner voice, your higher self, that person that's talking to you, the real you, that's what's connected to the higher realms. And that's how you communicate with the higher realms. The real you, before the body in physical form, the higher self. You understand? The higher self always acts with love and compassion towards all living beings. Divine love, higher consciousness, powerful, generous, forgiving, loving, intuitive, caring, healed, and empowered. Empathy versus selfishness is what I'm talking about, y'all. Do you hear me? Empathy versus selfishness. And I'm not talking about being selfish with oneself. Because sometimes we have to be selfish with oneself. Like I said, if we don't, people will use and abuse, and we will allow. You know, I got to drink my ice water. You know, they will use and abuse. Especially if we're not selfish with our tools, our gifts, to tap in and tune in to our higher self. It's all inside of you. Again, take advantage of this energy of this Beaver Blood Moon eclipse, y'all. Soul Tribe. Wake up in the gratitude, in the love, and experience the power of you co-creating within the universe. I'm going to say that again, because maybe I said that too fast. Somebody told me, and I've slowed down a lot, that I speak too fast because I get excited. At least I'm not jumping all over the booth right now like I normally do. Working on that. But the excitement, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, it's my passion. You know, wake up in gratitude and love and experience the power of you co-creating within your universe. It's your universe. That's the one thing that you must understand. You know, I need y'all to just remember this. The whole unseen world around us that we can't see is here for us. It's real. That's why you say, and some people, I'm going to tell y'all know this. And I'm not going to act like y'all don't know this. Some of y'all might play dumb to it. Every one of us knows someone who has a spiritual gift. And you say, oh, she's a reader. Oh, she's a healer. No, she's just tapped into her higher self. Or as the old folks used to say, she was born with a veil over her face. I know y'all heard that saying. If you haven't, that's in the so-called black culture, the indigenous people. She was born with a veil over her face, means she's a seer. She can see things that's happening. She can see things that's coming to you. You know, so, well, how come she can't see shit in her life? See, that's that ignorance. Because everyone has superpowers. Some people feel things. Me being an empath, that's part of my superpower activity. That's my discernment. So that's another reason why the universe has removed every piece of trash from around me in human form, and only brought those and are bringing those back to me who love me and who really care for me, who want me to be better, who say that I teach them to be better. You know, I help them to become them better, their better selves. I help them to become the best them that they can be. That's my purpose. Personal transformations and emotional intensity. It's occurring right now, y'all, during this astral transition. You are responsible for yourself. You can't be responsible for anybody else until you are responsible for yourself. So be mindful and take heed, family. Okay? You know, retrain our thoughts. Retrain every thought that we have. Because the one thing that I always say to you guys, and I told you I've been going through this from the last 5 or 6 years, working on responding versus reacting. We definitely have to work on responding versus reacting. We just get so reactionary and get so much in our feelings and in our emotions because we are out of control. And you know why we're out of control? Because of the trash that this system is creating and telling us it's food. We have to heal ourselves, guys. Say, well, the doctor said, and I ain't going to tell y'all not to go to the doctor. If you want to go to the doctor, go ahead and go to the doctor. But I know some doctors out here in the world that's understanding and overstanding this vehicle and this vessel. They are doctors ordained by the Most High Creator. Now, you go to the hospital, they tell you you got cancer and this and that, and there's nothing else. We're just going to send you to hospice. All this technology and all these things that we have, do you guys realize that the medical industry is a business? And businesses are in the business of making profit. You know, I was watching a video yesterday on YouTube, and it was about a gentleman was driving around Germantown in Philadelphia. And he drove all these blocks. And I know some people who grew up in this area. And let me tell y'all something. Literally, there was nothing but fucking zombies. Okay, so let me tell you something. This quote-unquote opioid crisis is only a crisis because it's affecting the majority of Caucasian people. Okay? It's only a crisis because it's affecting that. And guess what? The pharmaceutical companies knew that it was a form of heroin. And they wouldn't, I'm telling y'all now, they stopped giving black people opioids and painkillers. Go get a fucking tooth pull. Hell, go get surgery. My wife went and had surgery and they wanted to give her some fucking Tylenol because they think that black people can take pain much better than white people. Well, that shit was so addictive. Doctors were getting kickbacks. Pharmacies were getting kickbacks from all those damn opioids. And when I watched that video, it was about an hour long. This guy was circling all the blocks, and I was so interested. That shit gives you a lean. And what I mean by that, a lean, everybody was bent over. I'm going to start calling that shit bent up. They was on that bent up. I don't care if they was laying on the street or standing up. People were literally standing up in the street, bent over, like you touching your toes. But they was in a high stupor. And now this damn fentanyl This is all the medical industry, y'all. This is all the medical industry. Say what the fuck you want to say about me, but it's the truth. Why do you think those billions of dollars that the pharmaceutical companies are having to pay for these people for destroying their lives? The doctors didn't get them hooked. Let me tell you something. I lived across the street from a military gentleman when I lived in Beaufort, South Carolina, and he was going to the VA and loading up on them. He was white. And every day I saw him, he would get 30 and 40 day supplies and be done in a week. Now, come on. You setting people up for failure. Setting people up. This world that we are in is about death and destruction, and we are the commodity in the death and destruction, whether it be the medicines, so they say. But I was always taught, let your food be your medicine. That's what Dr. Sadie said. That's what Sister Adama says. That's what Richard Anderson said. That's what so many, Queen Afua, the messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Let your food be your medicine, melanated people, and rise up and listen to your higher self and activate your superpowers. All these movies that they are making, Black Panther and Black Adam and this and that, and oh God, what was the name of that movie with the chick? Y'all, oh man, with the white chick, and she had all these powers, and then she turned black. I can't think of the name of that movie. Is it Jane or something like that? All these movies are about us and our superpowers. It's not science fiction. It seems fictional to us because we've given up our will to a different entity, to an entity outside of ourselves. We've given our life, our love, our determination to an entity outside of self. And nothing's going to change with you until you tap into self. Now, with the passing of the longest standing queen, a lot of things are changing in the universe. You know, we are in the age of truth and uprising and revolution of self. So when I say to y'all going out there shaking signs and this and that and that and this, and I'm going to need you to shake a sign in your damn kitchen. I'm going to need you to shake a sign in your life. You know, people are angry and upset and all these murderers and killers, and we just do god-awful things to people. You know why? Because our mind is sick, because our body is sick, because our intestinal tract is sick. We're sick. We are not operating at our optimal level, which is where we need to be. We need to be harmonizing and liberating the intelligence inside of ourselves. You know, I heard Sister Adama say, we are in a disease reversal. A disease reversal. That's what we're going to have to be. And we are in war. We're not in the war that you see every day out there in the world. We're in the war for our lives. Are you going to stay? Because capitalism is killing us. Because we're the commodity. We buy everything that we don't make, we don't own, we don't create, we don't have a hand in, and we're told that this is what it is. No, it's not. You know, we got to get into a healing perspective and a perception of what really matters. We have to perceive things. You know, everything is perception, how you perceive it. But we are so hooked on taste, and that starts from birth, y'all. It's not your fault. This has all been a plan for commercialism and capitalism. This has all been a plan. When you think about the people who live on reservations, what did they give them on reservations to control them? Alcohol. Why do they call alcohol spirits? Because there's a spirit in that shit. Because people get drunk and do all kind of shit. They say a drunk man tells no lie, but a drunk man will murder your ass, kill their mama, do this and that, do the most ungodly things. And we have to uplift. We have to get back into eating the natural things and growing things for ourselves and getting property, doing things back to the community. I mean, we live in communities now, but How many of y'all talk to your neighbors? I'm minding my own goddamn business. We are so far gone that we can see someone beating a woman on the street and film it instead of helping. Because we don't want to get involved. I ain't getting in that. I could be dead. Well, damn it, what are you going to stand up for? Chicken? Pork chops? Fat back? Hog maws and chitlins? What you going to stand up for? Or are you going to stand up for life? Simplicity of it all, y'all. We have to go back to the simple things to heal. That's what this podcast is about. I don't even know what I'm going to name this one, y'all. Because like I said, my intention was to do this podcast probably on the 6th. Universe didn't allow that. So many other things were transpiring in my spiritual realm and spiritual vibration. And I got tapped back into some things that were definitely for me to take me to another higher spiritual level. Because that's all I'm trying to do. I ain't judging you. I'm developing me. I ain't judging you. I'm cleaning me. And like I said, I ain't perfect. I am not perfect. Let me tell you something. Yes, I have not eaten meat since 1994. However, when I became a vegetarian then, things are much different now. And yes, I got into the process of vegetarianism things. You know, most of the stuff that's quote unquote vegetarian is for meat eaters to still feel like you eating meat. You know why? I'm going to give you a minute. Because the addiction is still in your intestines. The addiction, the parasites, the filth, the mucus is still in there, which creates polyps and ovarian cancer and breast cancer and lung cancer and throat cancer and every other godforsaken dis-ease that you can think of. Guys, I want us to heal. I want us to be strong enough and brave enough and courageous enough to say, fuck all that, I'm healing, and mean it. Because it takes work. You know, when I first changed my life, when I first went on my first herbal cleanses back in the day, my first cleanse, in the first week, I lost 60 pounds of water. What? Yeah. See, my body couldn't digest a lot of that. We don't know that. We think about all this obesity and this and that, but that's planned. Because why is the Food and Drug Administration in bed with each other? Because you eat the damn foods that are fake, that are poisonous, that are toxic, with the yellow dye number 5 and red this and blue that contributes to behavioral problems in children. All these fake dyes and colors and all this shit that we ingest into our body. This meat that y'all are eating today is not the same meat that my grandma ate when she was a teenager in the 20s. She was born in 1912. And what she said to me was, and this came to me the other day, I was thinking about it, she's on my altar. Hey, Ma, I'm talking about you again. Like I said, she died at 107 a few years back. And she was still in good condition. But we had a conversation once, and she said to me that they didn't eat meat until Christmas. I said, what? She said, no. Mama and Papa would go out and get the food out the garden, and we would only eat meat. All they would eat is chicken on Christmas. She said, at Christmas Day, Mama will kill a chicken. See, ain't none of y'all about to go kill these chickens. If you want to eat meat, that's what I suggest you do. You grow your own shit and go out there and kill your shit. Pluck it, wring the neck, pluck the feathers, chop the neck off, but some people eat chicken necks too, however you do. At least you'll know where it came from, what's in it, you know, from a chick. Start your lines from the chick if that's what you're going to do. If you're going to eat beef, then you're going to have to get a baby who hasn't been injected with all these steroids and chemicals and this and that they're doing at these mass production plants. This is why we're sick, y'all, because the shit that's in them animals to keep them alive so they can mass produce all this shit that we intake and eat let alone in the air and poison in the water, is in our bodies. And the only way to get that out is to buck the fuck up, Bart, and do the hard work and detox that body. Say, well, I took a detox before. It's a lifelong thing. Well, I ain't going to be doing this for the rest of I literally had people attack me from a conversation. And what I mean by that, not like they didn't jumped up and tried to smack the shit out of me, because, then we got a problem. Then your ass about to get hit with a TV. Because I'm a peaceable person. I ain't hurting nobody, but if you come over here, I'm going to give you what the fuck you want, okay? However, I had a person in my family attack me, and I was talking to them. They always want to ask me questions. I said, definitely, when I was cleansing, everybody was so, look how she looks, because they're thinking of the weight. But I changed my life for health. 1994, I changed my life for health. I was 24 years old, and I'm 52 now. So I changed my life for health reasons. Am I ultimately there? No. There's also always room for improvement. But what I can tell you is I ain't had no chicken, no pork, and none of that shit since 1994. Okay? I can tell you that. And anybody who knows me will be like, no, Candace don't fuck around like that. I don't care. You can eat that if you want to. But that ain't me. I ain't never slipped back to eating that shit. Okay? However, my addiction, what is my addiction besides loaves to build shit? My addiction is sweets. That's an overabundance of yeast in the body. So it's time for me once again to take this journey. How does that come about? I mean, everything. I don't eat candy. I don't eat a lot of sugar. Yeah, but your ass eat bread. No, I don't eat bread. But you just left the fast food restaurant and got you 6 burgers. What do you think that was? That's fake bread right there. And it's white bread. Is white sugar, white flour, white mucus dairy milk, all that. I don't drink dairy milk and all that shit. I don't do that. But where you are, no matter who I'm speaking to, I once was there. So I'm not saying things to judge you. I'm saying things to say to you, if I can, you can. If you say you can't, then you can't. And it's difficult because there's so much pressure. There's so much mind control in commercials. I was watching TV the other day and I told my wife, turn that shit off, because she was like, what's wrong? I said, because every commercial is buy this, take this, get this, got this, get this, don't you want this, get this, whether it's insurance, whether it's a burger, whether it's buy a car, everything is a commercial. Even movies are really commercials to want you to buy something. They want you to step outside of yourself and do the opposite of what nature made you to do, which is it just be and exist in the all and be a part of the all and add to the all's equation. I am in the love of the all and all love is in me. I am a part of the all and the all is a part of me. I am one with the all and the all is one with me. I can succeed as a part of the all or fail as an individual. I could be all that I wish in the all, as long as my wish is to stay in the all, because I am never alone. The all is, I am. The all can, I can. The all does, I do. And so can you. Remember that. Remember that. All right, guys, I'm going to get on up out of here. I love y'all so very much. I come to you in humbleness. I come to you in peace and prosperity. I love you all. I'm grateful you're just here listening to me, because you are worthy. You are very, very worthy. And you deserve the life that you are manifesting, family. Remember that. You deserve the life that you are manifesting. And don't let anyone tell you any different. And any naysayers around you, get the fuck away from them. Okay? I don't care if it's mama, daddy, sister, brother, uncle, cousin, best friend, husband, wife, whatever. Now, I ain't telling nobody to leave their wife or husband. However, you definitely have to make some decisions when you're talking about your life force, because we all came here in the image of the Creator to learn how to create in the image of the Creator. We don't run anybody, we run ourselves. Understand that. And sisters, I'm going to say this to you before I get out of here. I'm going to need you to know your worth. I'm going to need you to know you don't have to take anything from anybody, ever. I want you to get into your divine feminine as well as your divine masculine. And brothers that's listening, brothers, the only way we are going to heal the world is if you, yes you, my brother, the one that's listening right now, you get into your divine feminine energy. Now some of y'all might be thinking, I ain't no goddamn faggot. Okay, let me elevate you. Has nothing to do with sexuality. We all are divine feminine and divine masculine. It's called alignment. I'm going to need you to tap into your divine feminine. And that way, you'll begin to love yourself and understand yourself and know that it's more to life than being a gangster. All right? Love, peace, prosperity, abundance, light, family. I will talk to you soon. One love. Peace.